Welcome to Ownership. My name is Wes. Today we're going to do another segment. We call this segment the Call to Ownership. What we do here, we go from state to state, from city to city, calling out families, actually reminding families that homeownership remains the most important level of wealth for the working class. Now, today we're going to the state of Louisiana. Before we go to the state of Louisiana, I want to ask you for a quick favor. Please just take a second and subscribe to this channel, and it will be greatly appreciated. The state of Louisiana is the 34th most populous state in the country. Its population is about 1.6 million people. The average price of a house in the state of Louisiana is $171,000 compared to $374,000, which is the national average. The ownership rate in Louisiana is 65.5%, which is very similar to the national average. When it comes to blacks and African Americans, the homeownership rate is 47%. The cost of living in Louisiana is 86.9%. compared to the index, which is 100. Our intention here is to promote homeownership. In fact, to remind American families the importance of homeownership. Our audience is really people that are renting. Okay, if you already own a house, maybe our video is not for you. We want to speak to folks who has not been a homeowner. We understand that we believe that homeownership remains the most important level of wealth in the country. But what really don't make sense to us is why we still have so many families are renting the house. When I know for a fact that this is the call for the state of Louisiana. This moment right now, I know maybe very few people, if any, in the state of Louisiana is watching this video. But I believe that over time, over the years, some of you will discover this video. If you are renting a house, okay, or you've been a renter all your life, you've been working a job, a full-time job for several years has passed, you're still paying away that rent. You don't plan to move out of the state. You don't plan to go back to school. You're just a full-time employee. You are paying that rent. My message for you today is that you need to have a change of mind to focus your attention towards ownership. Whatever you focus in or you focus on will actually open up to you. Whatever you focus your attention on will open up to you. Maybe the reason you don't own a house today is because it has not been a focus of yours. You are not paying attention. Maybe the reason why you're not a homeowner is because somehow you believe that homeownership was beyond you, that you didn't make enough money, or that's for rich people. Or maybe homeownership was a bad idea. You know, it was too much of a burden, too much of a responsibility, you know. I'm telling you today that it is very important for you to own a house, okay? It's a good thing for your children, for the family to own their home. Okay, it's a good homeownership remains the single most important level of wealth for the working class. Are you in the working class? Then homeownership is your path. Is the seed you will plant in your family for the future. This is my intention. Every video I have the same message. It's just one message. I believe in this land of opportunity, about 80% plus of the people should own a house. And right now it's about 65%. And for blacks and African American, it's much lower. It's like 41%. Not even half of blacks and African American owns their own house. And you know, it bothers me, and this is one of the reasons why I'm making these videos. I'm giving my time, I'm giving my emotion, I'm giving this moment to you. If you've been renting a house, if you've been spending every single month, you're giving the largest portion of your income in the form of rent. My message to you is that today is the day to plant the seed of ownership in your family. Take a look at your credit. Start to work towards establishing credit. Start saving. Stop going to Olive Gardens, stop going to Red Lobster, and start to save. Prepare yourself to enter home ownership. This is my message for you today. I want you to plant the seed of ownership in your family today. If you don't do it, maybe your children will do it. If you put them on that path, they will say, like my family, my parents never owned a house in this country, but they understood the importance. My mom talked about it all the time. All the time she wanted to do it. And me, I managed to accomplish it. So that's why I'm asking you today to plant the seed of ownership in your family. So if you cannot do it for some reason that I don't know, the next generation can do it. If you are in the working class, home ownership is the path. That's my message. If you are in the working class, home ownership is the path. And it's possible. It's not impossible. It's possible. If you maintain a full-time job for 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, it's possible. Maybe you have to move to a different county, to a different city, to a different state even, but it's possible. This was the call for the state of Louisiana. Thank you.